I'm gonna start tapping my tone, which will get Nova to the door, and then when she comes in, I can guide her on what to do, and I'm gonna put her on place. Here she comes, good girl. Place. What a good girl. She gets on, she lays down. Good. Very good girl. Now we can start doing some drills, which is what her owners are going to be using once she's home, but in a more practical way. Moving her from one room to the other, getting her onto a place bed, getting her to lay down, getting her into a kennel, following her around the house, waiting at thresholds, all things that she's going to be using daily. What a good girl. Hi, big girl. You are so good. Yes. There's 2 ways, well, actually 3 ways to get her on place. One is to do what I just did and point to the place bed and say place. Another way, and this is actually the easiest way, is to stand behind the bed you want her to get on, use your recall, and say place. Come, place. Good girl. Down. Very nice. So it's a pattern of recall, place, down. And I can even take it a step further and get her into that double down, which is saying the word down again 1 time. You don't want to keep saying it. And tapping at a low level. Good. And that will bring her chin down. Very, very good girl. She needs that double down, or else she gets herself into a pattern of panting, drooling, a little bit of breathy whining, because she sees options that she wants to do. She's used to having more freedom. The double down takes it all away and just says, only do this. And it, in turn, takes all the anxiety away. And I'm going to reward when she's in a state of mind like this. What a good girl. Baby girl. Now at home, her owners aren't going to be doing fast-paced drills. This is just for us to get reps in. Make sure we're sending a dog home who understands everything we're asking. Good girl. The best thing for her actually is to do long periods of duration in this double down on place or in a down stay. The other way you can get her on place is to actually have her in a follow or a heel around the house, and then you would just walk up to the bed and say place. So there's lots of different ways you can use it. I'm going to move the bed a little bit further away. Nova. Name means look at me. Come, place. What a good girl. Gets on, lays down. Let's see if I can do that double down. Good. She's picking up on the pattern. Very, very good girl. Let's take away a place bed and see if she can just do a recall. The recall would mean she has to come to me. There's no place bed, so she has to come and sit her down at my feet. Come. Good girl. Yes, good job. She comes, she looks up at me for further direction, and I mark it with good. Good girl. Down. Good. Down. Good. That's what I want. Stay. We say stay 1 time. It helps the dogs you're very clear with what you want them to do, because really our entire program is either stay or move with me. So if you tell the dog to stay, there's no confusion of, oh, did she want me to move with her again, or did she want me to recall with her again? It's very clear to the dog what we want. And with Nova, the expectation is she is down with her chin on the ground and no panting or anxiety. And the double down really helps take all of those options away. I'm going to add an element of distraction. I'm going to bring Sparkle in. If I open the door and she lifts her head up, that is justification for me to click the remote and have her go back down into the double down. Because I don't want her thinking the open door has anything to do with her. I want her to remain passive. Sparky. 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 No. This is me clicking until she puts her chin down. That's it. Good girl. I made it from an 8 to a 12. Good. These are all reps. Every time she makes a mistake, it's not a bad thing. I'm actually the only thing I really care about is how do you remedy the mistake. They're gonna make mistakes, but I can't have her complaining when I say no, down. She just has to listen, no matter what's going on around her. This is Sparkle's favorite toy. It looks just like her. Yeah, good girl. Who is it? Oh my gosh, hi. Oh, Aunt Mary. Hi, how are you? Hang on 1 second. Come, place. Good girl. No. Help pressure. Place. Good. Pressure's off. Good. I'm going to click one more time to get her a little bit more relaxed. That's it. Good girl. Now I can answer my door. Hi, so good to see you. Yep, I just put my dog on place. She's doing really well. Come on in. Good girl, Nova. Very good girl. Come. Good. I love her recall spot. It's amazing. Good girl. Stay. Let's see if we can do a DOWN at a distance. And she's doing it herself. Let me see if I can get that double. Down. Very good. Beautiful. Mwah. Chef's kiss. We're going to do some kennel drills. She had a terrible relationship with the kennel prior to training. And I'm going to click here. Good. Because I don't want her to think just because I open this door means you lift yourself up and rush on in. Everything is permission based. And by enforcing that double down, it's telling her I'm passive until I hear my name, basically. Another thing she struggled with before was sweeping. So I would bring out the broom and start sweeping, and she would start whining. Good girl, Nova. Good girl. Back here. So now I'm going to repeat the same trigger that got her to elevate in energy a minute ago, which was opening and closing the kennel door. Good girl. Now to get your dog in the kennel, you're going to use your recall and then send them in same place. Nova, place. We go in, I didn't touch the remote, that was beautiful. I said her name, she looked up at me, and then she followed my guidance. She goes in, she's never been in that kennel before, and she lays down, which is beautiful. Good girl. I can even, while I have my e-collar on, get her into a double down from outside the kennel, and she's inside the kennel. I'm going to just start clicking. Very good girl. That was at an 8. Good. Beautiful. That is contextual e-collar work. And that is something that she did not have coming to us. She actually was really confused by e-collar pressure. She screamed at it, no matter what the number, and that's why her owners were really struggling. But now when you approach the kennel to get her out, of course, you don't want her rushing out, okay? That's a given. If she were to rush out, it would be held pressure, no, recall, back to kennel. All right, so you should be able to walk up to the kennel, open the kennel door, get the collars on, do whatever you need to do, and then she waits to come out until you've given her permission, okay? Come. Good girl. Very nice. I know, you are doing so well. Stay. Good. I'm gonna click right here. Beautiful. That's an 8. Love it. Now, if she's right here at the kennel, you don't need to use a recall. You can just say PLACE, point. If she needs additional help, you can tap the tone. Place. But they're really good at following a pointed finger. So don't let her think, I don't know what they're asking of me. They know what you're asking of them. Good. Gonna click one more time here, and that brings her head down. That just brings it all the way. Very good. And I don't know if you guys can hear that or see that, but she just did a deep breath. To a dog trainer, that deep breath is so beautiful. because to her, she is content being in the moment. She's not worried about when I'm going to release her, or worried about all the options in the room. She's like, I'm in the kennel, I'm going to double down, I'm going to be passive. That is what every owner wants, is for their dog to just relax until they're invited to do something, because if you have that, all the whining goes away, the dog's listening to you without complaint, and you can actually do things with them and enjoy them, okay? And of course we have our release command, which means she's free of command. Nova, break. Good girl. Yeah, girl.